This is Daily Gold. Let us begin. Okay, so starting off with today with Daily Gold, I decided to go over towards 𝐆𝐀𝐌𝐄 𝐕𝐨𝐢𝐝, and I'm not sure if I even know how to pronounce that correctly. However, I managed to actually clear this one within around about 30 odd minutes, as there's not many mobs in there, which didn't actually bring me that much joy, because the chances of me getting any decent loot at the beginning of doing the first run is probably not that great. However, we need this data for the Worth It beta and just completing all the dungeons for future reference, so therefore let's get in towards the results. If we go in towards everything and we go in towards Worth It, we can actually have a look at my farming data, and we can have a look at 𝐆𝐀𝐌𝐄 𝐕𝐨𝐢𝐝, which only netted us around about 31,046 gold's worth of value on the region market average. Things of note from here was not actually anything that great. I do need to remove the corium ore that actually spawned within this, because I got one node and they're like 213 gold a piece, so FYI, I managed to get around about 600 odd extra gold, nearly 700. But if we go through this, it's really just padding stuff once again, and I'm finding a common theme with TBC that a lot of this stuff is just padding and the greens that are most valuable towards everything. It's like Tanjo staff is something I've got right here. 749 gold for the min buyout on my server, but on the region market average it's 8,999 gold, so 9,000 gold. At the end of the day, I really did hope that it was going to bring in some decent gold, however it did not. So that being said, if we actually jump in towards the full list at this moment in time, Gnome is obviously the best one that we got so far with all of our farming data, and then it goes Diamond West, Black Thousand Deeps, Dead Mines, Hellfire Ramparts, Scarlet Monastery and everything. But if we go all the way down to the bottom, we have our 𝐆𝐀𝐌𝐄 𝐕𝐨𝐢𝐝. It's still on par with Shadow Labyrinth, so that is something. And then you've obviously got like Mana Tomb just above it, above Scholomance. And then you have your Sethic Halls from the other day, which is still 100k for that. So in the zone of Terakar Forest, Sethic Halls is still better than everything else by a great margin. So that's not too bad to actually figure out. If we actually close this down and we jump on towards our auction house, I can actually show you guys. Oh, my auctions are going to run out in a minute. But if we go to 𝐆𝐀𝐌𝐄 𝐕𝐴𝐢𝐝, we can have a look that it only netted me on my server with my values 9,714 gold. Not very much, if I do say so myself. If we add an extra 700 on, so over 10,000 for the corium ore to add into all of that, and realistically not that good of a gold farm, if I do say so myself. If we go in towards our mailbox quickly, we have 1,958 gold. We sold our corium ore, a load of different types of materials we got from that farm, and let's just pull all that gold into 207,000 gold right there. If we jump in towards everything else, we see that massive spike from the mech builders overalls, not too bad, and overall I can't complain in some respects. Farming up all this data, we've definitely got over 600 items, especially in our bags and on the auction house, so that's not too bad. We've got our baseline of 500 items. However, I want to crank that up even more for regular sales, and it's the variety on that sense. So realistically, looking at everything and farming up this entire area, we have pretty much found out that a lot of TBC gold farms are padding based. If we jump over towards our gold makers data sheet, everyone, you're adding loads of stuff at this moment in time. This is awesome. Thank you everyone who's actually helping on that front. To have a look at this, I've got 5 more dungeons in order to farm up and see if they're actually any good, and then we can go on towards Wrath of the Lich King. Judging by this, I'm going to make this one a short and snappy because it was pretty much a bust for today. However, hopefully we get some better luck for tomorrow. Other than that, if you want the Worth It beta, it's on the Patreon. If you want this data sheet that I just showed you, it's on the Discord. If I pull up my Discord right here, you can see that the data sheet is under info on the Discord, and then you guys can go check that out. The links to both of those are on there if you want to check that out and get a hold of any data prior to this. Along with that, I'm going to end up doing a bit more compiling for today, and then start preparing everything for following on to everything else, and then making a new update towards Worth It by Sunday, and then we can go along with that all together through there. Other than that, guys, have an awesome rest of your day. Hopefully we get some better luck tomorrow, and all in all, have an awesome rest of your day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be soon.